I want to ask you something, and I want you to really pay attention to your body as I ask it. When was the last time you felt genuinely calm? Not just a quiet moment between clients calm, not collapsed on the couch at 10 p.m. calm, actually deeply calm, at ease, present, like your nervous system wasn't quietly bracing for the next thing. For a lot of women in real estate, that feeling is a distant memory. And here's what I want to talk about today, because this is something I don't hear enough people saying out loud. Your burnout isn't just making you tired. It's actively making your business decisions for you. The way you respond to difficult clients, the way you say yes when you mean no, the way you can't shut your brain off at night, the way rest never actually feels restful. That's not a time management problem. That's your nervous system running the show. And today, we're going to talk about how to take it back. Are you a woman in real estate whose mind never stops, yet you still feel stuck? Do you struggle to unplug without guilt? Hi, I'm Lesa Frye, wife, mom, grandma, realtor for over 3 decades, and a certified life and business coach for women in real estate. I help high-achieving women build profitable, sustainable businesses without the burnout. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity and create a business that honors your values and your life, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath, close those 12 browser tabs, and drop the hustle. It's time to experience balance as a woman in real estate. Before we dive into today's episode, I have a special message just for you. If you're a woman in real estate who's constantly on the go, long days, full calendar, always on, you've probably told yourself that working harder will eventually make things easier. But the harder you push, the more drained you feel. How do I know? Because when I started in real estate, I lived this. I worked 7 days a week, hit the goals, became a top producer, and one day realized I'd missed an entire year of my family's life. That is not my definition of success. Because success that costs you your peace or the people you love isn't real success. You can build a thriving real estate business without burnout or sacrifice. And that's why I offer a complimentary business diagnostic conversation for experienced women in real estate who are ready to feel grounded and in control. Head to lesafrye.com/diagnostic. That's LESAFRYE.com/diagnostic to book your private conversation. That link will also be in the show notes. You don't need to work harder. You need clarity and someone in your corner. Now, let's get to today's episode. Welcome to Balance for Women in Real Estate. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're a repeat listener, you may have noticed a slight change in the name. Welcome back, fam. I'm always appreciative of you showing up. So, let me tell you what burnout actually looks like, because I think we've been sold a very dramatic version of it. We picture burnout as someone who's completely fallen apart, can't get out of bed, business in shambles, full breakdown. But that's not how most women in real estate experience it. For most of you, burnout looks like this. You're still showing up, still closing deals, still responding to every text, still doing all the things. From the outside, everything looks perfectly fine. But internally, there's this low hum of exhaustion that never goes away. You wake up already tired. You have less patience than you used to. Small things feel heavier than they should. You used to love this business, and now, some days, you just feel numb to it. That's burnout. And it's not dramatic. It's quiet and it's chronic. And here's what makes it so sneaky for women in real estate specifically. This industry was literally designed to keep your nervous system activated. Think about it. The urgency, the unpredictability, the emotional weight of other people's biggest financial decisions, the expectation of 24/7 availability, the constant context switching. One minute you're a negotiator, the next you're a therapist, the next you're a marketer, right? Your nervous system was never built to sustain that level of activation indefinitely. Nobody's was. Because it's been going on so long, many of you have stopped recognizing it as a problem. It just feels like you. So before we go any further, I want to do something a little different today. I want to give you a nervous system audit right now, right here, in real time. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and I just want you to notice, honestly, how many of these are true for you. Question 1. Do you feel a low-level sense of dread or anxiety most mornings, even before anything has gone wrong? Question 2. When you try to rest, a day off, a vacation, an evening with no work, does your brain refuse to actually stop? Question 3. Do you find yourself reacting emotionally to situations that, logically, you know aren't that serious? Question 4. Do you feel guilty when you're not working? Like rest has to be earned? Question 5. Has it been so long since you felt truly at peace that you're not even sure what that would feel like anymore? If you said yes to 2 or more of those questions, your nervous system is telling you something. Not that you're broken, not that you need to quit, but that the way your business is currently operating is costing you more than you realize. And here's why that matters so much. A dysregulated nervous system doesn't just affect how you feel. It affects how you think. It affects your judgment, your decisions, your creativity, your patience, your relationship, and yes, your business. You can't lead your clients well when you're in survival mode. You can't make clear decisions when your brain is running on adrenaline. You can't build a sustainable business from a depleted foundation. So let's talk about the 5 patterns I see most often, because these are the specific ways burnout quietly takes over your business mindset. Pattern 1, no true stopping point. There's no real boundary between when work ends and your life begins. And when your business is always on, your nervous system stays activated because it never receives the signal that it's safe to rest. Your brain can't distinguish between a genuine emergency and a routine 9 p.m. text. It treats them the same. And eventually, everything starts to feel urgent. Pattern 2, over responsibility. You feel responsible for everything. The client's emotions, the outcome of every transaction, every team member's experience, your family's needs. You carry it all. And emotional over-responsibility is one of the fastest ways to exhaust a nervous system. Because you're not just managing your own stress, you're absorbing everyone else's too. Pattern 3, tying your worth to your productivity. This one goes deep. When your identity is wrapped up in how much you accomplish, your nervous system learns that slowing down is dangerous. Rest starts to feel like a threat. Because if you're not producing, who are you? That belief keeps your system locked in high gear, even when your body is desperately asking for a break. Pattern 4, carrying everything alone. You cannot sustainably run a growing business without systems and support. But instead of getting help, many women just stretch further, work harder, sleep less, push harder. And the nervous system experiences that as chronic stress, not success. Pattern 5, operating from fear. Fear that if you slow down, everything falls apart. Fear of disappointing people. Fear that your clients will leave if you're not constantly available. That fear is not just a mindset issue. It lives in your body. It keeps your stress hormones elevated. It keeps you reactive instead of intentional. Here's what I want you to hear. Most of what's driving your overwhelm isn't a business strategy problem. It's a nervous system pattern problem. And the good news? Patterns can be changed. This is exactly what my All framework is designed to address. Not just at the strategy level, but at the foundational level. First, align with your inner CEO. Your inner CEO doesn't operate from fear or urgency. She operates from clarity. When you're aligned with her, you stop making reactive decisions and start making intentional ones. You ask, what actually matters here? What needs my energy? And what's just noise my nervous system is amplifying? Inner CEO alignment also means you start giving yourself permission to operate differently. Because a lot of women intellectually know they need to change, but they haven't given themselves permission to actually do it. This is where it starts. Second, learn to create balance and boundaries. Here's what most people miss about boundaries. They're not just a business strategy. They are a nervous system regulation tool. Every time you set a boundary and hold it, you send a message to your nervous system. I'm safe. I do not have to be available to everyone at all times to survive. That message, repeated over time, actually begins to calm the chronic activation. That means not answering the 9 p.m. text, protecting your lunch hour, blocking time that is genuinely yours, not because you're less dedicated, but because your nervous system needs proof that rest is allowed. Third, leverage with systems and support. Sustainable success requires support. Systems, processes, automation, delegation. These aren't luxuries. For a dysregulated nervous system, they are relief. Every task you stop carrying alone is one less thing your brain has to hold. And when your brain has less to hold, it starts to feel safer, calmer, more like the leader you actually are. So before I let you go today, I want to give you one concrete thing to try this week. Pick one moment in your day, just one, where you would normally react immediately. A late evening text, an unexpected problem, a client who wants a quick answer. And instead of reacting, pause. Take 3 slow, deep breaths, then decide. Not because it will solve everything, but because that pause is you practicing a new signal to your nervous system. It's you saying, I am not in an emergency. I get to choose my response. This is a tiny shift, but over time, tiny shifts rebuild everything. Because here's what I know to be true about the women I work with. They're not failing. They're not weak. They are high-achieving women who built their businesses in an industry that rewarded self-sacrifice. And their nervous systems have simply been paying the price. You don't have to keep building your business that way. There is a calmer way, a more sustainable way, a way where success doesn't cost you your peace. And it starts not with a new planner, not with a new strategy, but with a decision to listen to what your body has been trying to tell you. Ladies, if this episode resonated, if you took that audit and felt seen, I want you to know Awareness is where everything changes. You've been carrying a lot for a long time without nearly enough support, and your nervous system has been keeping score. But you're not stuck. The patterns that got you here are not permanent, and you absolutely do not have to sacrifice yourself to be successful. That's the work we do together, and if you're ready to start that conversation, you know where to find me. And if you don't, all of my links will be in the show notes. Until next time, make it a great day on purpose. Hey ladies, I hope today's episode gave you something to think about and a little more breathing room as you move through your week. If it resonated, I'd love for you to share it with a friend, hit follow, and take a moment to leave a review. Your reviews mean the world to me, and they help more women find this podcast. For more support and connection, you're welcome to join my free Facebook community at bit.ly/thebalancedbusinesswoman, where we continue these conversations together. That link will be in my show notes. Until next week, take care of yourself. And remember, your business should fit your life, not the other way around.